Hi everybody, I'm Jo Paul and I'm an indie author, and today we're going to be talking about writer's block. I get loads of questions about this, and I know it's a topic that a lot of people have broached and a lot of people have talked about, and everyone wants to know how to avoid it and how to work through it. And I've done pieces and I've read blog posts, and just it's everywhere. One thing about being a writer is that you're going to have days when your writer's block kicks in and you just can't do anything. So I thought I'd do a video with my 5 tips on how to avoid writer's block. Number 1, take a deep breath. It's normal. It happens to everyone, and you're not wrong or doing it wrong because it's happened to you. It does happen to absolutely everybody. I've been writing 16 years and I can probably don't have enough fingers to count the amount of times that I've had writer's block. So take a deep breath and just acknowledge that this happens. There are loads of tricks and such online. People talk about taking a break, or they talk about moving forward or working through it. And you've just got to find which ones are helpful and which ones aren't, because some of them just are gimmicks and tricks and stuff that don't actually work. And you just need to acknowledge that it happens, and that's okay, because you're a writer, so you're gonna get writer's block. It sucks, but welcome to the real world. Number 2, check your outline. If you're a planner, this will work for you. If you're not, maybe think about making one. Not everybody is a planner. Some people are like me and are not planners at all, or a mix of both, and in which case, yeah. Not everyone can go without an outline, and that's okay. A lot of focus is put on the fact that everybody should be a pantser. Everybody should be able to just sit at a keyboard, write, and go nuts. But it doesn't work like that. It never has, and it never will. I'm a hybrid, so I struggle between being a planner and a pantser, which is something I'll talk about in another video. But that doesn't mean that you have to be a pantser to be valid as a writer. And it doesn't mean that because you've got writer's block that you need to work through it and struggle when an outline could actually help you. Number 3, focus on the scene you're writing. Is it because you don't know where to go? In which case, go back to number 2 and check your outline. If you don't have an outline, maybe make one. Is it something else? Are you stressed or worried or distracted? I know that a lot of the time I can't get a lot of writing done when Misty is home, because it's hard to write while other people are around and doing stuff and all the rest of it. So I will usually then go to my bedroom and write in bed, because there's 0 distractions and 0 people, and I don't have to worry about anybody walking in halfway through. So if it is something like a distraction, try removing the distraction, and you just need to keep in mind that the first draft is not the final draft. Nobody has to see the first draft. I know that nobody sees my first draft, and that's okay. Number 4, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. A lot of people get caught up in the fact that it has to be perfect the minute you put it on the page, and that's just not how it works. The first draft never has to see the light of day, and if it sucks, so what? It's not going to be published like that. I mean, my first drafts, they suck. I could tell you horror stories of my first drafts. And you know what? That's just how it goes. Like I said, they're not going to be published. You're not going to publish a first draft. You're going to polish it. You're going to send it to an editor. You're going to send it to a proofreader. You're going to go through all of that and lots of rewrites. And eventually you're going to have the perfect item. And the idea is to write that first draft so that you can get to the next steps. So you just have to remember that it doesn't have to be perfect the second it hits the screen. If you can acknowledge that it's okay and it doesn't have to be perfect, then you might find the writer's block becomes a thing of the past. And finally, number 5, keep writing. I know, it's easier said than done. It's a struggle for everybody, and I am not talking as someone who's never had writer's block. I have, and I know it sucks. But if planning more helps, and acknowledging that it doesn't have to be perfect helps, then you should plan more and you should do an outline. There's nothing wrong with being a planner. I know that the writing community puts a lot of emphasis on the fact that planners therefore are doing it wrong, but actually the majority of writers are planners, and so not a problem. You want to focus on what you want to write and keep writing, even if it is, dare I say it, shit. Some people skip over scenes. I don't write like that, so I can't advise. I write from beginning to end with no scenes in the middle. I know other writers who do just scenes at a time, and that's great, and that fine works for them, and that's great, but it doesn't work for me. But even if it's shit, that doesn't stop it being the first draft. You will get through this, and as I said, it happens to everybody. So those are my 5 tips. One thing you should really take away from is the fact that it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, and that it happens to everybody, and that doesn't make you a failure. And go from there. So that's all I've got time for today. If you want to get in contact with me, you can do so by leaving a comment down below, or you can subscribe to my channel, or you can find me on Facebook, on Tumblr, on Goodreads, on Twitter. My books are available on Amazon in ebook and paperback format, and I have a newsletter. And don't forget to check out the Dark Side of Fiction 2017 event where I'll be signing books in October, all the links to which are listed below. Thanks for watching. Bye.